And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, from the Shoebox in Monmouth, Illinois. Macomb Bomber basketball on the air as the 11-7 Macomb Bombers prepare to face the 7-8 Monmouth-Roseville Titans. Good evening, everybody. Justice Keene, happy to have you along with us here as we are courtside here at the Shoebox in Monmouth as we get set for the battle of US-67 between these two long-standing rivals, Macomb and Monmouth-Roseville, as everybody begins to pack themselves into this place, as it always is. You know it's going to be a good crowd anytime these two teams meet up, wherever it may be. And we get set to go here in just a little bit, as Macomb and Monmouth-Roseville will tip off in about 20 minutes from now. 37-34 Titans in the junior varsity contest. The Macomb varsity squad coming off a 65-57 loss to the Sherrard Tigers at Sherrard. That game all the way back on Tuesday night. Feels like a long time ago, but Macomb taking a lot of things away from that loss, and it was pretty much Sherrard from the get-go. Macomb did have a 2-point lead early in that one, but all Sherrard in that one. Macomb loses that one 65-57. Watson with 17 and Havens with 14 in that one. Nolan Hogue at the post adding 11. But Macomb head coach Jeremy Anderson, that was one of the games Macomb added to their schedule, and they wanted those tough competitive games all year long, and that was certainly one of them that they added to their schedule. Sherrard going to be a tough out come postseason. Both Sherrard and Monmouth do feed into that same subsectional, the subsectional A. Macomb at the bottom part in subsectional B. So that's how things shape up there. But Sherrard definitely going to be a tough out come next month in the postseason. So Macomb drops one to Sherrard earlier in the week. They're 11-7 coming into tonight. Monmouth-Roseville 7-8 coming off a win last night against the Rock Ridge Rockets. Big win for them, 62-46. And it was all Monmouth in that one as they played really well, beating Jordan Harris's squad 62-46. That game at the Shoebox last night. It's that game here. Obviously, Chuck Grant, the head coach for Monmouth-Roseville, long-standing tradition as the head coach, one of only two head coaches since the co-op between Macomb and Monmouth-Roseville. Jake Sotos, the other coach, 3 years, 48 and 47 from 2021 to 2024. Chuck Grant, 311 and 176 in 18 years at Monmouth-Roseville. 292 and 149 from 05 to 21, and 19 and 27 in his second stint beginning in 2024. 4 Sweet 16s, 2 sectionals, and an Elite 8 in there for Chuck Grant, also IBCA Hall of Famer in 2018. So Chuck Grant, knowing this sideline very well, knows this rivalry very well, as he's seen many of these games, won a couple of them, even in the postseason as well. So you know that anytime that Coach Grant is on the sideline pacing it, he will have his guys ready to go. Upcoming games for Monmouth-Roseville. They're going to play at Dunlap next week on the 21st, and then a conference game, Riverdale and Geneseo, and then later in the month they'll be at Mercer County. So some conference games for the Monmouth-Roseville Titans as they get rolling into conference play. Dunlap, obviously a non-conference game for them, but some good competition in there. And then a couple of other common opponents, as we'll talk later in the pregame. Monmouth-Roseville picking up Peoria Manual in there as well. So they're going to be definitely battle-tested by the time the Class 2A postseason rolls around in just a little bit. 15 seconds left in our JV contest. It's Macomb trailing the Titans of Monmouth-Roseville as of right now, 37-34. 15 seconds left. And we're in a timeout. I want to welcome everybody again to our MDH pregame show as we get set for the battle of US-67 between Macomb and Monmouth-Roseville. Thanks for being with us. Upcoming for Macomb, a really big week next week as the Bombers will host 2A subsectional opponent Canton, as well as the same subsectional there with Illini West, and then travel to Kewanee a week from today to play the Kewanee Boilermakers. So 3 big games next week as we continue this 5-game stretch. You have some really big games as we get closer and closer to America's original March Madness beginning at the end of February. Bring you bonus coverage here of the last 15 seconds of the JV game. Here is we'll take a break after we get the final horn here. If there's a timeout, we'll get our first break of our MDH pregame show as the Bombers will elect a foul. And that will send Monmouth-Roseville back out of bounds with it here. Again, we're getting set for varsity coverage of Macomb and Monmouth-Roseville. Bragging rights on the line. One of 2 meetings this year between the two squads. They'll meet towards the end of the season. Obviously, we'll see with, that second contest is always weary due to Mother Nature. It seems like the last couple of years that Typically we get some winter weather in there, but we'll see how it all plays out. We're going to take our first break of our MDH pregame show. Macomb and Monmouth-Roseville coming up next. It's the game of the week, the Battle of US-67. After this, you're watching Macomb Bomber basketball on the Bombers Sports Network.
Since 1958, McDonough District Hospital has proudly served the residents of West Central Illinois. We've built new facilities, hired highly trained, experienced, and caring medical staff members, and expanded our service offerings to meet your healthcare needs, all while providing the best possible patient experience. Let us show you why McDonough District Hospital is your community healthcare partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time. Sometimes the best healing happens at home. MDH Home Healthcare provides skilled services to children or adults in need of nursing or therapy services. MDH Home Healthcare covers McDonough County and portions of Fulton, Hancock, Schuyler, and Warren counties. Specialized expertise in wound care, IV medication administration, medication teaching, and orthopedic care is available to patients in their own home. Visit MDH.org to learn more about home healthcare. The care you need, the comfort of home.
Back with you at the shoebox as we continue to wrap up the junior varsity contest. Monmouth-Roseville getting set to walk out here with a win. 39-34 right now as they're at the free throw line with 2.5 seconds left. Macomb will sub in the bench. So Monmouth-Roseville going to win the first game of the night. And here towards the end, really good game between these two squads. We get set for varsity coverage here in a little over 15 minutes from tip-off. And as we get set for this always entertaining rivalry game, and Macomb and Monmouth-Roseville. Last meeting between these two teams came February 21st of 2025. That game was played here, 43-37 win for the Monmouth-Roseville Titans. That was the last game before the postseason last year, and Jeremy Anderson talked about that was kind of the turning point ahead of regionals where everybody kind of had to refocus and get themselves back into it. And I remember he sat down the team before regional Saturday morning practice. We practiced that next morning, and he said, this has to be we're going to take what we can, lessons learned from it, and then got to get things turned around and get ready to go for the varsity 2A regionals. And of course, everybody knows how the regionals went with Macomb upsetting Rock Ridge at the buzzer, 42-41. So that's the last meeting, 221-25, 43-37 win for the Monmouth-Roseville Titans. Previous to that, it was January 18th. Of 2025 at Macomb. Macomb wins that one 50-33. So 1-1 in the last two meetings. Home and home series. This is the only home and home remaining for both these two teams on their schedules. Not just because Macomb and Monmouth-Roseville didn't want to lose that rivalry with Macomb going to the Prairie Land and Monmouth-Roseville going to the Three Rivers, the track. And this was just one of those games that Jeremy Anderson and Chuck Grant said, we got to make sure we keep the rivalry and keep these two communities playing each other, and it's a good team to always play through the years, and this place will be rocking as we get closer to tip-off. More people making their way in here, and it's packed. Doesn't look packed on the opposing side, but on the side we're sitting on over here behind the bench, it is packed in here, always is, and it's a cool place to play when it is filled to the rafters. That February 21st loss we mentioned earlier, that was the first loss for Macomb to Monmouth-Roseville since 2020, that part of the 1920 season, 63-57 loss. That also came here at the shoebox. So definitely a game you got to be ready for no matter what. And the Bombers and Titans are certainly both going to be ready as we get set for the Battle of US-67. We're going to take another break. When we return, Macomb head coach Jeremy Anderson joins us to break this one down. We'll get his thoughts on the matchup and more. This is the MDH pregame show on the Bombers Sports Network.
When you trust your healthcare needs to MDH, you'll receive the highest quality, compassionate care from our nationally accredited medical departments and award-winning staff. We are here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, providing exceptional care right here in Macomb. We also accept Aetna, HealthLink, Blue Cross Blue Shield, and most other insurance plans for your convenience. McDonough District Hospital, your regional healthcare partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time.
We're back on our pregame show, our visit with the coach presented by McDonough District Hospital. It's the Battle of US-67. It's Macomb and Monmouth-Roseville. Pregame here with Macomb head coach Jeremy Anderson. And coach, anytime we can go up to the shoebox for a regular season game or a conference game or even a postseason game, it's going to be a pretty good atmosphere.
I think it's one that both teams look forward to You know, it's a really good old conference rivalry. I think it's one that, you know, we're familiar with each other, and so that breeds a lot of competitiveness. I know our kids are excited. And, you know, shoot, we haven't played since Tuesday night, right? We need to get back and get that taste out of our mouth and kind of falling on the short end there at Sherrard. And so I think we're excited. I think it's going to be a fun game.
Yeah, that Sherrard game kind of feels like forever ago now that we're not playing a Friday night game and it's going to be a Saturday night game for us. What can you take out of that Sherrard game going into the shoebox tonight to maybe take some lessons learned from it?
Well, we looked at some of the stats, and I'm not necessarily a huge analytics or big statistical. I don't rely on them a lot because I think you can massage those numbers and basically use them to say whatever you want eventually. But one of the things that really stuck out to me was Sherrard scored 38 points in the paint, and that's way too many, right? That means they're getting a lot of shots close to the basket. And so defensively, we just weren't locked in. And I think if we take anything out of that is we have to understand that if we're going to beat the good teams, which Sherrard's a really good team, Monmouth-Roseville's a good team, if we're going to beat the good teams, we have to be locked in defensively. And so this week in practice, we kind of went back and worked on some habits, and so hopefully we'll be better at that moving forward, but that really opened our eyes.
Monmouth, a team we have on our schedule, it's a home and home. It's one of the only ones remaining, and that's long-standing, going back to Olympic Conference days and probably even before that. Why is this game so important to Macomb and both of those communities?
I think it's a familiar rivalry, right, that the kids know each other, and so that makes it more competitive. But there's a lot of practical purposes behind it also. You know, it's close, right? We don't have to drive 2 hours to go find somebody to play non-conference-wise. It typically is going to be a really good competitive game, and so it's going to prepare both teams as well. So I think there's a lot of really good reasons to play at home both places. I think it's something that we missed there for a while when we didn't have it, and I'm really happy that we have it back.
Lars Bergen going to be back for Monmouth-Roseville. He got him back in at the holiday tournament. Kind of that missing piece to the puzzle there early on in the season. You look at Monmouth-Roseville's record, and kind of a little bit deceiving because they got him back in there, and they've been making a run. What have you seen on film with him and the rest of Monmouth-Roseville?
Yeah, I think Lars is a really good player. I thought that last year he had a really good season also, and so I knew coming into the season that they were really going to miss him while he was out with his injury. When he comes back, he's really aggressive off the dribble. He's tall, he's long, he gets to the basket well, and so it puts a lot of pressure on the other team's defense. I think that we're going to have to try to key on him. I really do. I think we're going to have to try to keep him from getting close to the bucket. We're going to have to be solid on him, but also give a lot of really good help. But they have shooters on the perimeter, you know, that are going to space the floor, and so it's really going to be tough defensively to try to limit their opportunities.
First time we'll visit the shoebox since the end of last year, is that last game before regionals, and it was kind of a little bit of a wake-up call for everybody, given that Monmouth-Roseville knocked us off that night. Is that kind of one of the things that kind of proves well in this matchup, is that, you know, it prepares you as we head towards February and March and et cetera?
Oh, I agree, absolutely. And one of the things I tried to tell our boys is it doesn't matter what anybody's record is. Forget all of that. Because when Macomb and Monmouth play each other, we know it's going to be really, really competitive. You know, we've had teams that have really great records going into the game. Coach Grant's had teams that have really good records going into the game, and vice versa may be correct or not correct, and it doesn't make any difference. It's going to come right down to the wire. The team that executes the best, the team that guards the best, is going to be the one that ends up doing, you know, prevailing in the end. And so our guys have to be prepared, and one of the things we talked about was being prepared mentally for how intense it's going to be. It's going to be an intense situation. It'll be a really good crowd. It'll be loud. It'll be physical. And so the team that can keep their wits about them, right, to make good decisions under those pressure situations will probably be the one that wins.
Monmouth, a team we saw at the Macomb Western Holiday Tournament. Not sure how much of their games you got to watch, but obviously the one that everybody on our side saw was that impressive comeback against Liberty in that title game for the consolation. Down 22, they come back to win it. So, you know, it just shows you, just like us, that Monmouth's going to have just as much fight as Macomb.
Oh, absolutely. And, you know, the old saying is teams take on the persona of their head coaches. You know, and Coach Grant's going to be hard on them, right? He's going to be really tough. He's going to be demanding, and that's what his guys are going to respond to. And they're going to raise their level of expectations to Coach's expectations. You know, they're going to be really, really competitive. They're going to guard really well. And once they get kind of figured out offensively, they're going to be fine. They've yet to really had a lot of games with everybody involved, right? Even when they went up to Sherrard, they were missing more players. And so I think once they get healthy and once they get back everybody into it, I think they're going to be fine. We're hoping to be able to guard them tonight, right? We're hoping to be able to keep the ball in front of us. They're longer than we are in a lot of places, and so we're going to have to do a good job blocking out also, right, to be able to keep them to one tough shot. But I think they're going to be really good later in the season, and that whole lack of a record may actually help them in the long run.
Give us a couple of keys to the game for tonight.
Well, offensively, we've got to get better. We've got to get better than what we were at Sherrard. We've got to get the best available shot more often, right? We've got to make sure we're making good decisions while we're trying to play fast. And that's something that we've struggled with, and it's something we're continue to work on. Defensively, we're going to have to keep the ball in front of us. We've got to contain the dribble. We got to make sure we find their shooters, close them out as best we can, and then always, give them one tough shot.
Divided household going into this game. Obviously, your wife and daughter still with the Monmouth-Roseville Titans. They'll have on, maybe we'll see what colors for this game. And Cohen is a Macomb Bomber, so kind of a little bit more fun going to Monmouth-Roseville and when they come here.
Oh, yeah, I think it's fun. I think it's a very unique situation, and we're blessed to be in the situation that we're in. We'll give Reese some business, about it probably, since she's a Titan and Cohen's a Bomber, but it's all good fun now.
Coach, good luck tonight, and should be a good one.
Thank you.
All right, that's Macomb head coach Jeremy Anderson. It's our MDH pregame show, back with more from the shoebox and the Battle of US-67 after this. You're watching Macomb Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network.
We're back at the shoebox. Hey, update for everybody. We've learned some inactive players on the Titans roster tonight. Everybody good to go for the Bombers, but a couple of inactive roster members, as Chuck Grant delivered the news to us just a few moments ago. C. Sarcomo will not dress tonight, as will Caden Russell or Elijah Knoll. So 3 of their top 7 players tonight are out and will not play for the Titans tonight here in the Battle of US-67. Bomber Nation with us tonight, checking in with us. Austin, Texas, as well as Savannah, Georgia. Adair, Illinois, Moline, as well as Georgia, Arizona. Lexington, Kentucky, as well as Sullivan, Illinois, Olney, Liberty, Illinois, as well as Texas, Quincy, Illinois, San Antonio, Texas, Florida, Orlando, Tucson, Arizona, as well as Palm Beach, Florida, Alton, Illinois, and let's see what else we got here. Cape Canaveral, Florida, Boise, Idaho. Go Macomb Bombers. Viewers with us as well as Decatur tonight. Good to have you with us as we get set for the Battle of US-67. Macomb and Monmouth-Roseville, 5 minutes away from the opening tap. Let's pause 10 seconds. Allow our network affiliates to identify themselves. Pausing 10 seconds for station identification. This is Bomber basketball from Learfield.
This is Brian Barnhart, voice of the University of Illinois Fighting Illini, and you're watching the Bomber Sports Network.
Thanks to Brian Barnhart for that. I want to congratulate the Fighting Illini. Their victory earlier today, beating Minnesota by 10. So they're in the win column already today. So good stuff. Brian Barnhart, nice call this afternoon. They beat Minnesota by 10 in Champaign. Take a look at our keys to the game ahead of this one here in the Battle of US-67. Number one for Macomb, we got to beat pressure on key opponents. We got to look at guys all on the floor and be aware of who we got. Specifically, the big guy tonight to watch will be Lars Bergen. He's been a key player for this Titan squad, especially after getting it back. So let's be ready to go on him. Number 2, defensive intensity. Monmouth-Roseville thrives when they get those rebounds, when they can find momentum. And when they do the little things right, they pick up momentum and they're ready to go from the get-go. Double figures in recent games for Monmouth-Roseville, so our defense tonight going to be big. Number 3 for Macomb, let's attack inside. Let's get to the paint. Let's force the help defense. Let's get to the free throw line. Let's be ready to go and attack the basket and be smart while we're doing it. So those are the keys to success for tonight for Macomb in this battle with Monmouth-Roseville, 4 minutes away from the opening tap. And as we meet our starting lineups here on air for the Macomb Bombers, no surprises. Nolan Hogue, Drew Watson, Nick Elby, Isaac Lionball, Carter Havens, the starting 5 for the Orange and Black. Chuck Grant and his Monmouth-Roseville Titans after the couple of illness going around, updating the starting 5. Clay Castile, 4. Lars Bergen, 11. Elliot Rogers, 12. Rogan Rexroth, 25. And rounding out the big man, 45, Nick Houston. Chuck Grant, the head coach for Monmouth-Roseville, in his 18th season at the helm, 311 and 176. Jeremy Anderson, head coach for Macomb, in his 14th year at the program. 3 minutes away from the opening tap, it's Macomb and Monmouth-Roseville. We return with the starting lineups, opening introductions, and more. It's the battle of US-67. Bragging rights are on the line between Macomb and Monmouth-Roseville. After this, you're watching Macomb Bomber Basketball on the Bomber Sports Network.
The MDH Community Pharmacy in Macomb is open 7 days a week, including extended hours on the weekdays for your convenience. Our team is available to answer questions about all your medications, and we offer free local home deliveries. Aetna, Blue Cross Blue Shield, Medicare, and most insurance plans are accepted. McDonough District Hospital, your community healthcare partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time. Every McDonough District Hospital sports medicine and rehabilitation patient receives one-on-one appointment times with a licensed staff member. They develop a personalized recovery and treatment plan to turn your setback into a comeback. We offer physical and occupational therapy, vestibular rehabilitation, speech-language pathology, cardiac and pulmonary rehabilitation, dry needling, and pelvic floor therapy. MDH, your community physical therapy partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time.
Loses it, Doyle slams it home! Our national anthem concludes. We welcome you back to the shoebox as we get set for bragging rights. The battle of US-67, just about 30 minutes separating these two schools, Monmouth-Roseville and Macomb. Let's go to our PA announcer and meet tonight's starting lineups.
Introducing first the Bombers, number 0, Nolan Ho. Number 1, Drew Watson. Number 3, Nick Elby. Number 5, Isaac Leinbach. And
So no surprises in Jeremy Anderson's lineup. It's the normal 5 for the Macomb Bombers. Monmouth-Roseville, a couple of quick notes for you. 7-2 when scoring 50+, and they're 6-1 in the last 7 games. Though it's going to be a tough one tonight here. Always is when you're playing at the shoebox. The lights go dim, and hell's bells. Little AC/DC as we get ready to go. Let's go meet the Monmouth-Roseville Titans.
Roseville Titans. Number 4, Clay Castile. Number 11, Lars Bergren. Number 12, Elliot Rogers. Number 25, Rogan Rexroth. And number 45, Nick Houston.
Ready to go here at the shoebox in Monmouth-Roseville. The place is rocking. Packed house in here tonight. Not as quite as full as we've seen it in, of course, over the years, but for tonight it is packed in here pretty well, specifically on the bench side. We're pretty full over here. Bombers and Titans ready to go at center court. Macomb in the visiting blacks tonight with the orange and white trim on the sides. Chuck Grant and his Titans in the home whites with the navy blue trim on the side. Nolan Hogue at center floor along with Clay Castile. Bombers Titans in the battle of US-67. Strap yourselves in, folks. This is Macomb Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network. Up and underway. Bombers win the opening tap. We get fired up from the Bomber cheer squad just to our left. Underway in Monmouth, Illinois in the battle of US-67. Bombers with it in the front court. Dribble drive from Watson. No look pass to the backcourt. Line ball. Back to Watson, right corner. Thought about a jumper from the block. Didn't take it. Dribble drive from Nolan Hogue. Back out beyond the arc. Line ball. Drives in and air ball. Elby tries to save it. Tipped into the hands of the Titans, and they'll get their first look at the basketball tonight on their home floor. We're scoreless. 7:23 to play. Just starting this non-conference battle at the shoebox. Dribble drive in from Lars Bergen. Lars back outside Nick Houston. Houston to beyond the arc in the left corner to Clay Castile. The Titans will work it around the outside. Coming off a 62-46 win less than 24 hours ago here at the shoebox against the Rock Ridge Rockets. Drive to the basket and in for the Titans. It's Lars Bergen. He'll strike first in this battle at the shoebox. Bombers back with it. It's line ball to set the Macomb offense in the front court. 6:45 to play. Opening quarter. Drive to the basket, and the Bombers lose it. It'll stay with Macomb. Chuck Grant thought it should be Titan basketball. 6:44 to play. Just starting the contest here. Early start, 6:30. And the Bombers back with it. Line ball in the front court. Looks to Havens in the lane. Wasn't ready for it. LB able to save it. He's double teamed. Line ball to the basket. Look to the left corner for Hogue. Wasn't ready. And another shaky start here for the Bombers on the road tonight. Back to the Titans, and they'll take it back. 2-0 Titans here. 6.5 to play in the opening quarter. Front court for the Titans, it's Nick Houston. Dribble drive to the basket. Houston out the back iron, no good. Rebound Bombers. They'll set the offense left to right. It's Watson into the front court. Back out Isaac line ball. Dribble drive to the free throw line to LB. 6:10 to play, opening quarter. Carter Havens with it. Back out ahead to Nolan Hogue. Right corner is Drew Watson. Watson pulls up for three. Missed it. Off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound Titans, and they'll push from the backcourt. Clay Castile to bring it across the logo at mid-floor. Castile at the top of the key. Ahead to Nick Houston. Lars Bergen with it. Drives to the free throw line. Under pressure. Triple teamed. Left corner three on the way. Buried it. Clay Castile. 5-0 start for the Titans in this one, who've won 6 of their last 7. Havens with it. Top of the key. Drives free throw line. Keeps it in the right court. Drew Watson. Watson drives. Basket. And he's tangled up and fouled. We'll have our first foul against the Titans tonight. Nick Houston will be charged with a foul, so his first, team first as well. Watson to get the free throws here. Try to get Macomb on the board for the first time tonight. Free throw on the way, and got it. So 5-1. Bombers still trailing, but the lead cut to 4. One more from Watson here. 5:19 to play. Second one up. Got it. 5-2. And the Titans get it back here. Left corner now for the Titans. Dribble drive. Rogers ahead to Houston in the lane. Back out. Floater on the way. Good for Rexroad. 7-2 Titans the lead to 5. Free throw line, Elby. Elby back out to Watson. Watson at the free throw line, looking back out. Line ball, trips up, no travel, able to save it. It's Watson out beyond the arcs, 4:40 to play in the opening quarter. Watson, free throw line jumper on the way, missed it. Hit the back iron and no good. Havens in there, back out Watson. He'll pull up for 3, left court, bang! Big for Macomb, and the lead cut to 2. Watson's got all 5 for Macomb here in the early stages with 4:23 to play in the opening quarter. Nick Houston with it, looks underneath and finds Elliot Rogers to put it up and in. Rogers on the board for the first time, and it's 9-5, 4-point lead for the Titans. Pull-up jumper, free throw line. Havens got to go, and it will. Bombers trading baskets with the Titans. 3:50 to play in the opening quarter. Houston drives, tripped up. Bombers save it. Left to right they go. Watson, 3-ball to take the lead. Missed it. Down low toss-up. Line ball won't go. Tipped in by Nolan Hogue, and we're tied at 9 apiece. All square with 3:30 to play in the opening quarter. 3:23 to play, opening quarter. Bombers, Titans all square at 9. Been Titans most of the first quarter thus far. Free throw line jumper, good for Nick Houston. (11-9), 3 minutes to play in the opening quarter. Line ball, Watson in the right corner. 3 minutes to play. Titans lead it by 2. Left corner line ball, top of the key, Nolan Hogue. Down low, tipped Elby into the hands of Nick Houston. And the Titans will take it back from our right to left as we see it behind the bench here at Monmouth. Elliot Rogers at the top of the key. He'll switch with Clay Castile. Castile to Houston at the free throw line. No look pass to the basket. Up, no good for Elliot Rogers, and the Bombers take it back here. Watson crosses the 10-second line. Dribble drive to the basket for Watson, no good. Nick Houston on the rebound, and the Titans will take it back. Into the front court for the Titans. Lars Bergen with it. Bergen with a drive. In the lane. Free throw line. Nick Houston under pressure looking. Back out for Lars Bergen. Bergen to the corner and finds Elliot Rogers as we hit the 2-minute mark of the opening quarter. To the basket, swatted by Nolan Hogue, and last touched by Nolan Hogue. Titan basketball as we hit the 2-minute mark. Line ball and Elby will take a seat. Thompson and Martin back out there for Macomb. 11-9, it's Monmouth in the battle of US-67. Left corner now for Lars Bergen. Bergen will drive. Back out Nick Houston for 3. Missed it. Rebound Carter Havens, and the Bombers will take it back left to right. Right front court, Drew Watson. Watson to the left corner and finds Nolan Hogue at the free throw line now. Works it. Free throw line jumper. Havens missed it off the front of the rim, and the Titans take it back. Outside perimeter here for the Titans. 1:23 to go in the opening quarter. In the lane for the Titans. To the basket. Up and good for Elliot Rogers. 13-9. And the Bombers will take it back here. This gym still filling up. People making their way in. We started a little bit earlier tonight, about 6:19, 6:20 tip, scheduled for a 6:30. Top of the key, 3-ball, Watson, and the lead is cut back to 1. 13-12. Clay Castile with it in the front court. 47-3 to play in the opening quarter. Elliott Rogers. 13-12, it's Titans by 1 in the opening quarter. Tipped into the hands of Nick Houston at the free throw line. Puts it off the back iron, missed it. Rebound Carter Havens. Havens will on the push. Kellen Martin trying to go the distance for the Bombers, and he does. Lays it up and in. And Macomb has their first lead of the ball game tonight at the 27-second mark. Courtesy of Kellen Martin, it's 14-13. Bombers in front by 1. Titans can have the last shot of the opening quarter if they want it. They lead, or they trail now by 1, 14-13. Left corner, Rexroth. Back out ahead to Castile. Castile to Houston in the left corner. 7 seconds to play. Houston with a drive. Floater, missed it. Tipped into the hands of Carter Havens with 3 and 2. Havens to beat the buzzer. Missed it. 14-13 at the end of 1. Macomb with their early lead after this on the BSN.
Bomber Basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by.
Are you searching for a ride at the right price? Ron Elby Auto Sales in Macomb has quality used cars, trucks, and SUVs, and even bad boy mowers. Visit them at 1525 East Jackson Street or call 309-836-3523. Ron Elby Auto Sales of Macomb.
You're in good hands with Macomb Allstate agent Stacy Foxall. For a free insurance review, call Allstate agent Stacy Foxall at 309-837-3233 today.
Fresh, local, and convenient. At Jackson Street Market, we've got everything you need. From the daily essentials and friendly service, stop in today and see why we're more than just a market. We're your neighborhood store. Jackson Street Market, right around the corner. Always here for you.
Ready to go here in the second quarter. 14-13, Macomb in front by 1. Thanks for being with us. Want to let you know we got viewers with us tonight in Macomb, Illinois, the Mac Cave. They say Decatur, Illinois, 1991, Carthage, Illinois, as well as Adair, Quincy, Orlando, Florida, Wyoming, North Dakota. So good to have you with us tonight. Cold winter weather tonight here in Monmouth, Illinois. Nice and warm, though, inside the shoebox. Titan basketball as the second quarter is underway with the Monmouth-Roseville Titans controlling it. Left corner for Nick Houston. He'll get back out top of the key to Lars Bergen. Bergen ahead to Clay Castile, and the Titans will move it around here. 7:38. Titans working the offense here. They led for most of the first quarter. Macomb gets the 1-point advantage at the end. Castile with it in the right court. Looks to the corner and finds Lars Bergen. Bergen, dribble drive to the basket, put it up, missed it, off the front of the rim, no good. And the rebound to the Macomb Bombers. Watson to bring it up into the front court. 7:15 to play. Watson to Kellen Martin. Martin with it to Hogue, and the Bombers switch. Hobson at the free throw line, ahead to Nolan Hogue, the big man. Corner, Havens with it. 60 seconds into this second quarter. Bombers will move it around here, scoreless both ways as the second quarter gets underway. Hogue to the basket, missed it. Tipped around, back into the hands of Kellen Martin to Hogue to put it up, missed it. 360, and the Titans will get the rebound. You can't miss those. 6:35 to go here. 14-13, Titans trailing by 1, now in front. Long 3-ball for Clay Castile, second one of the night. He's got 6 points, and he puts the Titans back with a 2-point lead, 16-14, 6:18 to play in the second quarter. Tipped it inside the lane, and the Titans will grab it. 6:10 to play in the backcourt. Clay Castile. Castile ahead to Elliott Rogers. 2 minutes into the second quarter. Nick Houston out of the top of the key. Dribble drive for Houston. He's fouled. They'll wave off the basket, and it'll be a foul against Macomb. So that'll be against Cooper Hobson. It'll be his first, team first as well. 30-second timeout. Chuck Grant will pause for one as well. 16-14 Macomb trailing in the Battle of US-67 after this on the Bombers Sports Network.
Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by
Tee off at Harry Masato Golf Course, WIU's scenic public 18-hole gym in the Lemoyne River Valley. Play a challenging, gorgeous round today. Stop by 1215 Tower Road or call them at 309-298-3676 to book your tee time today. Looking for fitness, family fun, and community all in one place? The YMCA of McDonough County has it all. Swim, play, wellness for all ages. Visit 1400 East Calhoun Street or call them at 309-833-2129 to learn about membership information.
You're watching Macomb Bomber Basketball on the Bombers Sports Network.
Thanks for being with us. Out of Chuck Grant's first time out of the evening. 3 ball at the top of the key. Won't go Lars Bergen. Titans on the rebound. It's Nick Houston. Up and in. Houston to Bergen, and the Titans lead extended to 4. Bombers can't seem to find it here early in this contest before the halftime break. 5.5 to play in the first half. Martin to the basket. Put it up and in. Kind of the story of the night thus far. Bombers, Titans trading baskets, but it's the Titans hanging on to the lead. Clay Castile with it, and a foul against Kellen Martin. So his first team's second. 5:15 to play, and it'll be Titan basketball in front of the Macomb bench. 18-16, Titans by 2. They'll get it into the backcourt. Lars Bergen to bring it up. Hogue playing the defensive end. Bergen to Nick Houston. Wide open drive to the basket and up and in. Jeremy Anderson not happy, and the lead back to 4 for the Titans of Monmouth-Roseville. Drive for Watson, and he's fouled. So Rexroth will be charged with the foul. His first, team first as well. Two free throws for Drew Watson. Got it. 3 of 3 on the night is Watson. And the lead back to 3. One more for Watson, 4:53 to play in the first half. Got them both. So 4 of 4 on the night is Drew Watson from the free throw line. And it's 20-18. Monmouth's lead is back at 2. Clay Castile brings it into the front court, ahead to Elliott Rogers. Rogers to Castile, to Bergen, tipped into the hands of Carter Havens. Havens trying to take it all the way, missed it, and big foul in the backcourt against the Macomb Bombers. Probably going to be on Drew Watson. It will be his first, team third. So his first, team third, and it'll be Titan basketball from the backcourt right to left. 4:31 to play in the first half. 20-18, Monmouth in front of Macomb. Elliott Rogers with it at the volleyball line. Feeds right corner and finds Nick Houston. Houston will drive, take it to the hoop, and lay it up and in. And the Titans extend the lead to 4 once again. 4 minutes to play in the first half. In the right court is Isaac Lineball. Lineball to Watson. Back out Havens in the right court. 3:50 to play now. Macomb trailing by 4. Pass to the big man Hogue, and he's fouled. Foul underneath. It sends Nolan Hogue to the free throw line. Lars Bergen will pick up the foul. His first, team second. And Hogue will shoot the free throws. First one up, missed it off the front of the rim. 3:47 to go. Try to cut this lead to 3, make it a one-possession game. He does. 22-19. And the lead is back to 3. Back for the Titans, Lars Bergen with it in the front court. Bergen to Nick Houston, 3:35 to play. Elliot Rogers to put it up and in. Rogers with 6 for the Titans. 24-19 with 3:25 to play in the first half. Isaac Lineball in the right court. Feeds left corner for Watson. Bombers got to get something going offensively. Elby to the basket. Missed it. Tapped around into the hands of the Titans, Lars Bergen. Ahead to Castile, back to Bergen as we hit the 3-minute mark. 24-19. Titans trying to keep the foot on the gas here. 360 out to the left corner. Drive from Lars Bergen to the basket. No good, and he's fouled. Nolan Hogue going to pick that one up, his first. Team 4th. One more from putting Monmouth in the bonus. And we'll get some free throws here. First one up for Lars Bergen, missed it. (24-19). 2:53 to play in the opening first half. Second one up for Bergen, got it, nothing but net. 25-19, Titans in front. Line ball at the top of the key. Right corner now, it is Cooper Thompson. Back to Watson to pull up for 3. Buried it. Big 3 ball for Watson, and the lead is back to 3. Macomb trying to stay within this, and what do we got? Got a foul in the backcourt. And that'll put Monmouth in the bonus as Hogue will pick up his second. Team 5th. So Lars Bergen going back to the free throw line. Just went 1 of 2. 25-22 Titans with 2.5 to play in the first half. First one up and in. So one more here for Lars Bergen. The second one is up. Got them both, 27-22. Monmouth-Roseville in front by 5 now. Line ball at the front of the offense for Macomb. He'll switch with Havens. 2:20 to play. Havens at the free throw line. Right corner to Kellen Martin. Martin will drive, take it to the hoop. No foul called. Almost stripped away by line ball, and the Titans have it going the other way. Lars Bergen thought about going the distance. Did he travel? Yes, he did. And the Bombers will take it back. Unlike the Illinois game today, the Monmouth-Roseville student section is in the house, and they are rowdy as usual. No surprises there. That's what you know you're going to get when you come to the shoebox. Always a good atmosphere. Left court for Drew Watson. 1:53 to go here. Bombers trailing 27-22. Top of the key line ball. He'll fire a 3. Missed it. Would have cut the lead to 2. Kellen Martin on the board. Left corner 3, Watson. Yes! 3 ball working in Drew Watson's favor tonight. His 4th one of the night. 27-25. Back to a 2-point lead for the Titans. Bombers trying to stay within it. 1:25 to play in the first half. Top of the key, Rexroth tipped out of his hands into the hands of Lars Bergen. He'll recover it in the backcourt. The official says it was tipped. 1:15 to go. The gym's starting to get noisy. Lars Bergen with it at the right block. Turnaround toss-up. Missed it. Gets his own rebound, and he's fouled. Carter Havens will pick up his first foul. And Lars Bergen, who shot all the free throws for Monmouth thus far, 4 of them, going to shoot 2 more. First one up, missed it. 27-25, 107 to play in the first half. Second one up, got it. 28-25. .60 seconds to play in the first half. 28-25 Titans. Watson to Martin to the right court. Back out top of the key for Kellen Martin. Dribble drive to the basket. Up. And a blocking foul. Scoring a foul for the Bombers. So Nick Houston will pick up his second, team third. Havens to shoot one, try to make the three-point play. This will tie it at 28 if he makes it. .51-9 left in the first half. Free throw on the way, missed it. Off the back iron, no good. Kellen Martin on the rebound. They're going to call a jump ball, and that will be Macomb basketball. 50.2 left in the half. So underneath their own basket here, Drew Watson will take it out. 50 seconds to play. Kellen Martin with it out in the front court. Left corner for Drew Watson. Tried to take a three ball, wasn't going to happen. Double team. Still with the basketball, Watson needs help. Back out right corner for Kellen Martin. Carter Havens with it. Drives to Hobson to lay it up and in. Bombers back in front by one. They're battling tonight. Hobson on the board for the first time tonight. 29-28 Macomb. 25 seconds left in the first half. Tipped by Watson at midcourt. Lars Bergen able to keep it. No look pass to the basket. Up and in for Carlson. 30-29 Titans. 10 seconds left. Bombers will have the last shot of the first half here. Jeremy Anderson directing traffic. 4 seconds left. Line ball. Dribble drive to the basket. He's fouled. Clay Castillo with the foul. His first, team fourth. Watson to take it out here. 1.8 left in the first half. Quick shot here. 1.8. Watson, right corner three. Kellen Martin, no good. 30-29 Monmouth-Roseville as we head to the halftime break. Back and forth we go in the battle of US-67. Bragging rights on the line here in Monmouth tonight. 30-29 Monmouth. We'll take a break. Back with halftime numbers and more from the shoebox. After this, you're watching Macomb Bomber Basketball on the Bomber Sports Network.
Bomber Basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by.
Looking for fitness, family fun, and community all in one place? The YMCA of McDonough County has it all. Swim, play, wellness for all ages. Visit 1400 East Calhoun Street or call them at 309-833-2129 to learn about membership information. Are you searching for a ride at the right price? Ron Elby Auto Sales in Macomb has quality used cars, trucks, and SUVs, and even bad boy mowers. Visit them at 1525 East Jackson Street or call 309-836-3523. Ron Elby Auto Sales of Macomb.
You're in good hands with Macomb Allstate agent Stacy Foxall. For a free insurance review, call Allstate agent Stacy Foxall at 309-837-3233 today. At Bedwell Tree Service, they take pride in their long-time roots in McDonough County. Serving Western Illinois, they offered expert tree care with competitive fees and outstanding results. Trust the local team with a stellar reputation. Bedwell Tree Service, your leading Macomb tree care provider.
Tee off at Harry Masato Golf Course, WIU's scenic public 18-hole gym in the Lemoyne River Valley. Play a challenging, gorgeous round today. Stop by 1215 Tower Road or call them at 309-298-3676 to book your tee time today.
At McMillan, Henning Fint, and DeJody Law Firm, they put your needs first. Their experienced attorneys in Macomb are here to fight for you. Trust in their dedication because your case deserves the best. McMillan, Henning Fint, and DeJody, your community, your law firm in Macomb.
Life is always full of changes. Make sure you're covered. Abram Olson at Country Financial in Macomb is here to protect what matters most. Visit 1601 West Jackson Street in Macomb or call him at 309-836-2885. Abram Olson at Country Financial.
Macomb, your perfect ride is waiting at UM Autos. Discover top-notch service and models all right here in your hometown. Visit UM Autos in Macomb today, where quality meets the road, at 230 West Jackson Street in Macomb.
Big dreams start small. Compeer Financial is here to help them grow. From farm loans to home financing, our Macomb team has the tools to make it happen. Located at 2901 East Jackson Street or in Macomb, or call them today at 309-833-2302. Compeer Financial of Macomb, your partner in growth.
We return on our halftime report from the shoebox. 30-29, Monmouth-Roseville leads Macomb in the battle of US-67. Again, Monmouth has won 6 of their last 7, so they're on a hot streak right now, playing well. They were down 22-0 in that consolation championship of the holiday tournament. They came back to win that game. And so that was kind of the turning point for the Titans when they get Lars Bergen back in there and been on the hot streak ever since. So Macomb trailing by 1 here at the halftime break. Halftime numbers here for you for Monmouth-Roseville. 6 from Clay Castile, 6 from Elliott Rogers, 2 from Rogan Rexroth, 2 for Carlson, 6 from Nick Houston, and leading them is Lars Bergen with 8. Shooting 6 free throws, though, of those 8. And he's made 4. So 8 points in total for Lars Bergen. Macomb, Hogue with 3. 4 from Carter Havens, a basket from Cooper Hobson, 4 from Kellett Martin. Drew Watson with 16 in the first half. 16 of the 29 points are Drew Watson's. And big first half for him, including 4 3 balls. Halftime numbers after 1 quarter, it was 14-13 Macomb. And Monmouth-Roseville leads it at the break, 30-29. 6 minutes left here in the halftime break. And it is Macomb trailing 30-29. Monmouth-Roseville on pace for 50 tonight. They are 7-2 when they have scored 50-plus in a game this year. So take that into consideration. And 3-1 in the new year as well. So Monmouth-Roseville trending in the right direction. Macomb, obviously on a 1-game losing streak, trying to avoid that number going to 2. They lost to Sherrard the other night, 65-57 on the road. And then obviously the 2 wins against Mercer County and Beardstown as well. A couple of other common opponents for both these teams. 14 of them to be exact. Monmouth-Roseville 5-5 against common opponents for the Bombers. Macomb 5-4 with a couple of them still to come. Recently, though, for Monmouth-Roseville, obviously the win over Rock Ridge last night, 62-46. Lost to Sherrard by 20, 64-44. A 17-point win over Farmington and a 56-29 win over Beardstown at the Carl Sandberg shootout. So a couple of common opponents there to start the new year. Still upcoming for Chuck Grant's squad, Geneseo, Peoria Manual, Kewanee, and Illini West. Still to come for Macomb in there, Rock Ridge, as well as Bushnell Prairie City, and Kewanee, and then another game with Canton and Illini West in there for Macomb as well. So some good games coming up for Macomb as we continue this stretch. Next week, Illini West at home, Canton at home, and at the road to Kewanee. Probably can hop on the Amtrak to go to Kewanee, take the 7 a.m. morning train, and you'll be there by tip-off. 4:10 to play, or 4:10 left in the halftime break. We'll pause for another break. When we return, second half action and play-by-play. It's Monmouth-Roseville leading the Battle of US-67, 30-29 after this. You're watching Macomb Bomber Basketball on the Bomber Sports Network.
Over the years, we've told you about the benefits of choosing Spoon River College.
Affordable.
Transferable credit.
Career ready.
A culture where students feel like they belong.
Wow, that brings a tear to my eye. And while all these are true, there seems to be one thing that, well, sticks. So let's give the people what they want to see.
Enrollment is now open.
Whether it's an emergency situation or an outpatient scan, McDonough District Hospital's radiology department offers the test you need right here in Macomb. If you need an MRI, a CT scan, ultrasound, x-ray, a bone density scan, or to schedule an annual mammogram, our experienced radiology staff will provide high-quality, compassionate care. McDonough District Hospital, your community radiology partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time. Sometimes the best healing happens at home. MDH Home Healthcare provides skilled services to children or adults in need of nursing or therapy services. Care covers McDonough County and portions of Fulton, Hancock, Schuyler, and Warren counties. Specialized expertise in wound care, IV medication administration, medication teaching, and orthopedic care is available to patients in their own home. Visit mdh.org to learn more about home health care. The care you need, the comfort of home.
Third quarter action about to get underway from the shoebox in Monmouth. 2:20 left in the halftime report. Couple of the Bomber faithful out there in the front row, cheering them on as we get ready to get the second half started here in about 2 minutes. Good to have you with us tonight for this non-conference friendly between these two schools. Long-standing tradition, of course. These two teams have played each other for many, many, many years. And the tradition continues, and as we continue rolling between the two in the series. Bomber Nation checking in with us tonight. Viewers with us in Savannah, Georgia, as well as Indiana, as Dallas, Texas, Concord, Illinois, Freeburg, Illinois, as well as Florida, Pittsfield, Illinois, Massachusetts, Monticello, Illinois, Galveston Island, as well as Minnesota, Virginia, Fairview Heights, Illinois, as well as Birmingham, Alabama, Decatur, Illinois, Adair, Illinois, Macomb. Go Bombers, they say. Quincy, Illinois, and viewers with us as well in Monmouth here in the gym. Adair, so good to have you with us tonight. Second half action about to begin. Before we do get the second half underway, let's pause 10 seconds, allow our network affiliates to identify themselves. Back in 10 seconds, pausing for station identification. This is Macomb Bomber basketball from Learfield.
This is Brian Barnhart, voice of the University of Illinois Fighting Illini, and you're watching the Bombers Sports Network.
Ready to go here. Third quarter about to get underway, about 40 seconds. It'll be Titan basketball out of the break with that late jump ball there in the second quarter with about 50 seconds left in the half. It turns the arrow to Monmouth-Roseville. Final shots up at the break from Drew Watson off the front of the rim. Hopefully that's not a sign of what's to come in the second half. Drew Watson's had a big first half, 4 3-balls and 16 points total, trying to keep the Bombers in this thing. 30-29 as we get the second half started here. Titan basketball to get rolling here. 11. And we are ready to go. Rexroth to inbound for the Titans, and we are set to get underway with second half action here at the shoebox. From the backcourt, Titan basketball. Castile to bring it up into the front court. And we get fired up from the Bomber cheer squad just to our left. First foul of the second half. That will be Carter Havens, his second, team first. Out of bounds for the Titans underneath their own hoop. 30-29, 7:42 to play, just getting the second half started. Out into the front court for Monmouth-Roseville. Rexroth with it, tipped around. Bombers get a hand on it. Line ball to Watson, trying to go all the way. Air ball, it was tipped, and we get a foul. So Nick Houston will pick up his third, team first. He's in a little bit of foul trouble for Monmouth. Drew Watson going to shoot the first free throws for the Bombers. And everybody, both teams in the second half. The first one on the way, buried it. We're tied, all square at 30. One more for Drew Watson. The second one is up. Got it. 31-30, Macomb back in front by 1. Titans with the basketball in the front court. Lars Bergen ahead to Rogers. Rogers tipped it mid-floor. Castile able to save it. Nick Houston with it now. To the paint. for Bergen. Back out 3 ball for Rogers. Missed it. Bombers on the board. Jeremy Anderson hops off the bench to direct traffic. Drew Watson back out to Carter Havens. Havens drives, scoring a foul. Elliott Rogers picks up the foul. It'll be his first, team second, and Havens had one of these in the first half, 3-point play opportunity, missed it. Trying to do it this time. Makes the lead 4. It would be the Bombers' biggest lead of the night. He got it, 34-30. Bombers trying to change the momentum of this contest. Front court, Elliott Rogers. Rogers to Nick Houston. Houston to the left corner for Rexroth. And a foul against Macomb. And that'll give against Havens. And that is Havens' 3rd personal foul. So you got Havens with 3 for Macomb and Nolan Hogue with 2. Not a good combination if you have those two in foul trouble. 6:42 to play, quarter 3, 34-30. Macomb with a 4-point advantage, the largest of the night over the Monmouth-Roseville Titans. Top of the key for Nick Houston. Chuck Grant directing his Titans offense. Floater, free throw line, off the back iron, no good. Bombers recover. Watson brings it up into the front court. Back out line ball, dribble drive to the free throw line, no look pass to LB, loses it. Goes straight up, missed it. Ball loose on the floor, line ball, and a foul against Macomb. That'll be Nick Elby, his first, team 3rd. 6:14 to go in the 3rd quarter. Timeout, Monmouth-Roseville. 30-second timeout. We'll pause for a quick break as well. This is Bomber Basketball on the Bomber Sports Network.
Bomber Basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by
Big dreams start small. Compeer Financial is here to help them grow. From farm loans to home financing, our Macomb team has the tools to make it happen. Located at 2901 East Jackson Street in Macomb, or call them today at 309-833-2302. Compeer Financial of Macomb, your partner in growth.
At McMillan, Henning Fint, and DeJody Law Firm, they put your needs first. Their experienced attorneys in Macomb are here to fight for you. Trust in their dedication because your case deserves the best. McMillan, Henning Fint, and DeJody, your community, your law firm in Macomb.
Out of the 30-second timeout, Titan basketball here. Drive to the basket and off the back iron. Lars Bergen puts it up and in. And Macomb's lead is at 2. 5:50 to play in the 3rd quarter. Hogue in the lane to LB, puts up a floater and gets it to go. LB's first basket of the night, 36-32. Macomb in front by 4. Top of the key for Clay Castile. In the right court, dribble drive, kicks out left corner now for Elliott Rogers for 3. Missed it, tipped inside the block. Titans recover. Hogue just picks it up and goes with it, and he's fouled. Elliott Rogers will pick up his second, team 3rd. 36-32, Bombers in front by 4, 5:22 to play here in the 3rd quarter. Left corner for Drew Watson, 5:10 to play in quarter number 3. Back out top of the key for Isaac Lineball. Dribble drive from LB, and there's a foul. So Rexroth picks up his second, team 4th. Got to go out in the hallway and get the basketball. LB going to shoot 2 for Macomb. The first one on the way, missed it. Used every part of the rim. The second one up. Got it. 37-32. Nick Houston brings it up into the front court. Clay Castile with it. Castile, left corner now is Rogers. Houston at the top of the key. 4:47 to play. Back out into the right court for Bergen. Dribble drive to the basket, and Hogue is called for a foul, and that's going to be his third. So you have Hogue and Havens now both with 3 fouls apiece. Free throws coming up again for Lars Bergen. He shot every free throw that the Titans have shot tonight. First one up, got it. 37-33. Hogue will take a seat on the bench. Kellen Martin back out there for Macomb. 4:42 to play in the third quarter. The second one is up, and he missed it. Rebound Cooper Hobson and the Bombers. Back to Kellen Martin to Drew Watson, who will set the offense across the Titan shield at mid-floor. He'll switch with line ball, and line ball back to Watson. 4.5 to go in the third quarter. Watson at the right block. Ahead. Kellen Martin to the basket. Put it up and in. Martin's got 6 on the night in a 39-33 lead. Bombers in front now by 6. Largest of the night. Castile with it at the free throw line. Bombers up in the pressure. Nick Houston in trouble from Elby. And a 3-second violation. Bomber basketball. Watson to bring it up into the front court. 4 minutes to play in the third quarter. Watson drives. Back out to Kellen Martin. Loses it. Tipped into the hands of the Titans. Castile with it. Ahead to Nick Houston. And he's fouled. So Kellen Martin will pick up his second, team 5th, and the Titans will be in the bonus rest of the third quarter. Nick Houston to shoot the free throws here for the Titans. 3:48 to play. Titans trailing 39-33. 39-34 now. Makes the first. One more to go here. Second one up, no good. Tipped out of bounds. Close there between LB and Lars Bergen. They're going to say off of Monmouth-Roseville. Bomber basketball. 3:47 to play in the third quarter. Drew Watson will bring it up to Isaac Lineball to set the Macomb offense up with 3:37 to play in the third quarter. In the right corner is Cooper Hobson. Back out top of the key. Watson to Kellen Martin. Dribble drive for Martin at the left block. Looks to Hobson. Hobson trying to finish it. Double teamed underneath. Up, no good. Tipped around. Hobson gets a hand on it. Looks back out. Line ball for 3. Top of the key. Missed it again. And finally, a jump ball tie-up, and it will be Macomb basketball with 3:16 to play. In the third quarter. Free throw line for Drew Watson. 3:10 to go. Watson pulls up free throw line. Missed it. Martin on the rebound. Back out Elby. Elby drives. Basket. No good. And the Titans secure it and go the other way with it. Top of the key for Nick Houston. Houston will set it up here. 2:47 to play. 39-34. Bombers in front. Line ball on the tip. Jim gets noisy. Line ball trying to go the distance. Missed it. Blocking foul coming in from behind. And that will be 4 against Nick Houston. Team 5th, and both teams in the bonus now. Isaac Lineball will be the free throw shooter for Macomb. First one up, and he missed it. Off the back iron and no good. Second one up, got it. 40-34. Lars Bergen into the front court. Elliot Rogers back ahead to Clay Castile. Castile with it at the right block, puts up a floater, missed it. Rebound underneath, no good. Bombers on the rebound, it's Kellen Martin. 2:15 to play in the third quarter. Watson to Kellen Martin, back out to line ball. Thought about a three, didn't take it. Watson will take the three though, missed it off the back iron. LB on the rebound in the right corner. Cooper Hobson underneath. Bombers to the basket, up and good. Cooper Hobson, timeout. Chuck Grant and the crowd, the Macomb faithful, rise to their feet. Love it. 42-34 at the 2-minute mark of the third quarter after this on the Bombers Sports Network.
Over the years, we've told you about the benefits of choosing Spoon River College.
Affordable.
Transferable credit.
Career ready.
A culture where students feel like they belong.
Wow, that brings a tear to my eye. And while all these are true, there seems to be one thing that, well, sticks. So let's give the people what they want to see.
Enrollment is now open.
We're back at Monmouth-Roseville, Battle of US-67, bragging rights part 1 of 2. These two teams will meet up again towards the middle part of February, as they always do. You saw Dr. Kurt Oldfield in that commercial, president of Spoon River College. He'll be joining us on Tuesday night for Macomb and Canton at the Hangar. Going to do some color commentary with us, and look forward to that. So he'll join us again. We saw him last year at Canton. We played at Alice Ingersoll Gym. So he's going to come back and join us again, and we're going to have some fun on Tuesday night. So look forward to that. 42-34, though. Bombers got the Titans in front of them first before we get to Tuesday. Got to finish this one off. Lars Bergen back out right corner for Castile. In trouble. Bombers up in the defensive pressure, and we got a foul against Macomb. Cooper Hobson will pick up his second. And Titans will get some free throws. Elliot Rogers to shoot 2. First one up, got it. 42-35. The second one up, missed it. Round the rim and no good. Tapped around into the hands of Kellen Martin and the Macomb Bombers. Right to left. Watson, right front court for 3. Missed it. Line ball to the basket. Up and no good. Round the rim. Titans on the rebound here. 42-35 with a minute and a half to go. Back out in the front court. Clay Castile with it. Ahead to Lars Bergen. 1:20 to play here. 42-35. Bombers hanging on. Jumper, no good from 15 for Rogers. Watson on the rebound. Jeremy Anderson trying to get the Bombers to slow down a little bit here. 60 seconds to play in the third quarter. 42-35 Bombers. Hobson at the top of the key. Left corner is Drew Watson. Under a minute to go now. Line ball at the top of the key for 3. Yes! Lead is double digits. 10-point advantage for the Bombers here with 45 seconds left in the third quarter. Turning things around out of the locker room. Left block now for Carlson. Back out to Rexroth. 30 seconds to play. Jumper in the lane, no good. Tipped back in the hands of Lars Bergen to the basket. Up, scoring a foul. It's good for Elliot Rogers. LB will pick up his second. And a free throw here to complete the three-point play from Rogers. Big if he makes it, missed it. Off the right side of the rim and no good. 25 seconds to play in the third quarter. Watson will bring it up across the timeline. Bombers will have the last possession of the third quarter. 45-37. Down to 13 seconds left. Right corner three. Martin missed it. Rebound Titans in the backcourt. 6 seconds left. Lars Bergen to the basket. Up, foul before the buzzer. And 2 free throws coming up for Rogan Rexroad. Officials are going to confer. Student section being pretty vocal now. 1.7 on the clock, 45-37. All three now talking things over. Officials will still confer here. So 2 shots for Rexroad. .7 to play in the third quarter. First one's up and good, 45-38. Second one up, missed it. Tipped in air. And a foul against Monmouth-Roseville now. That foul on Lars Bergen, it'll be his second. And that will send Elby to the free throw line for Macomb. First one up, missed it. The second one up, missed them both. And that'll do it. We head to the fourth quarter, 45-38. Macomb hanging on ahead of Monmouth-Roseville after this on the Bomber Sports Network.
Bomber Basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by
Big dreams start small. Compeer Financial is here to help them grow. From farm loans to home financing, our Macomb team has the tools to make it happen. Located at 2901 East Jackson Street or in Macomb, or call them today at 309-833-2302. Compeer Financial of Macomb, your partner in growth.
At McMillan, Henning Fint, and DeJody Law Firm, they put your needs first. Their experienced attorneys in Macomb are here to fight for you. Trust in their dedication because your case deserves the best. McMillan, Henning Fint, and DeJody, your community, your law firm in Macomb.
Ready to get the fourth quarter started here. 45-38. We got the Macomb Bomber cheer squad in the house tonight. They made the short trip up US-67 to join us tonight here for bragging rights. 8 minutes to go in this one. Macomb trying to finish the job here and get out of Titan country with a win. Only visit up here this year. And Monmouth will visit Macomb in the middle of February. So here we go. The fourth quarter about to begin here on the BSN. Underway, Titan basketball as we get the fourth quarter started. Titans with it in the left corner. Drive from Rexroad. What do we got? We got a foul against Macomb. So Watson will pick up his second, team first. 7:44 to play, just getting the fourth quarter started. Titans led most of the way in the first half, including a halftime lead by 1. All Macomb in the second half thus far. Free throw line jumper, no good for Rogers. Nolan Hogue on the rebound. Drew Watson will bring it up across the 10-second line for Macomb. 7:20 to play in the fourth quarter. Havens back out top of the key for Nolan Hogue. Elby, free throw line, back out to Hogue to the basket, and he's fouled. Lars Bergen will pick up his third, team's first. Hogue to shoot the free throws. The first one up, got it. 46-38. One more here for Nolan Hogue. 7:14 on the game clock. Got them both. 47-38. Nick Houston will bring it up into the front court for the Titans here. 60 seconds in to quarter number 4. Right corner, Nick Houston drives, free throw line. Ahead, back out Lars Bergen. Jumper's good for Rexroad. The lead cut to 7. Hogue at the top of the key. In the right court is Drew Watson. Watson to line ball now at the top. 7-point advantage for the Bombers. Elby in the lane. 360 to the basket, up and in. (49-40). 6:20 to play in the fourth quarter. Houston in the left corner. Drives, puts it up, missed it, fouled, and he's going to get 2 free throws. So Nick Elby, his third, team second. And Houston will shoot 2. First one up, and he got it. Off the back iron and in, 49-41. Elby will take a seat. Thompson back out there for Macomb. The second one up. And he got them both. 49-42. Watson will bring it up. 2 minutes into the fourth quarter. Macomb trying to get out of the shoebox with a victory tonight. 49-42, they lead it. Havens to Watson. Pulls up from the free throw line. Air ball. Put back Hogue. Missed it. Tapped around and the Titans grab it in transition. Left quarter now for Elliott Rogers. Rogers back out to Nick Houston. 5:37 to go. Houston, and he's fouled. Hobson will pick up his third personal. You got Hobson, Havens, Elby, and Hogue all with 3 fouls now for Macomb. The first one up for Houston, missed it off the back iron. 5:36 to go in the contest. Second one on the way, missed it. Rebound Bombers. Isaac Lineball to bring it up the floor. Going to switch with Watson. Jeremy Anderson directing traffic with 5:27 to play in the ball game. In the lane is Watson. Pulls up. On the way, no good. Off the left side of the back iron. Titans go with it. 49-42, trying to continue to cut into this Macomb lead. Houston with it. Out to the right corner for Rogers. Rogers to Bergen. Houston. So foul against the Titans. Line ball in the lane, missed it. So out of bounds for Macomb here, 4:47 to go. Watson to take it out, into the corner, Cooper Hobson. 4:43 to play in the ball game. Watson will bring it out and set it up here. Macomb in front, 49-42. Left corner, Drew Watson. Back out to Havens at the top of the key. Dribble drive from Havens. Back out in the left corner. Ahead to Watson at the top of the key with 4:23 to play. Hogue with it. Drive from the corner. Missed it. Didn't even touch the basket. Titans will take it here. 4:15 to go. This has to go for the Titans. No good. 3 ball won't drop. Tipped into the hands of Drew Watson. And timeout, Jeremy Anderson. First one of the night for the Bombers. We'll pause for one as well after this. You are watching Macomb Bomber Basketball on the Bomber Sports Network.
Bomber Basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by
Macomb, your perfect ride is waiting at UM Autos. Discover top-notch service and models all right here in your hometown. Visit UM Autos in Macomb today, where quality meets the road, at 230 West Jackson Street in Macomb. Your future starts here at Spoon River College. With affordable tuition, flexible classes, and programs built for your goals, SRC helps you take the next step with confidence. Enroll today and join a community that supports your success. Spoon River College. Visit spoonrivercollege.edu or call 309-647-4645 to learn how to enroll today.
Bomber basketball out of the timeout here, approaching the 4-minute mark. 4:03 to go in the contest here in Monmouth. Macomb trying to escape the shoebox in the win column. Left court, Carter Havens. Top of the key is Isaac Lineball. 3:55 to go. Cooper Hobson with it. Out top of the key is Havens. Dribble drive from Lineball. Puts up a floater and got it. 51-42. Isaac Lineball extends the Macomb lead. Watson for 3 down. Missed it. Rebound Cooper Hobson. Double teamed in the corner. What do we got? Got a timeout. Called from Jeremy Anderson, 32nd. 3:33 to go. We'll have our Sports Corner at 1:24 postgame report coming up next. Following the contest, we'll have live postgame reaction with Macomb head coach Jeremy Anderson. Get a few final numbers here and then get out of the shoebox. We're finally back at home next week. Monday or Tuesday night for Canton, and then Friday night at home again for Illini West. So 2 really good home games next week that everybody encourages everybody to get out to those. And not very many of them this year, but those 2 next week, huge. They will impact subsectional seeding and more. So big games next week at the Hangar, and then on the road Saturday against Kewanee. Out of bounds, tipped by the Titans. Bomber basketball underneath the hoop here. It'll be actually in front of the Macomb bench to the left. 51-42, 3.5 to play in the ball game. Cooper Hobson with it in the left corner. He'll switch with Drew Watson. Watson will bring it out into the front court. Macomb leads it 51-42 here in the shoebox. Out to Isaac Lineball. Lineball to Havens. Havens drives to the basket. Missed it. Put back Hobson. Both of them hit the floor, and they can't get their shots to go. Ahead for the Titans. Right corner. Castile for 3. Missed it. Lineball back ahead for the Bombers. To Hogue. No look pass to Havens into the cheerleaders sitting in the front row. Titan basketball. .301 to go in the ball game. 51-42. Macomb leading Monmouth-Roseville. Titans will bring it up, crossing the logo at mid-floor. Lars Bergen with it. He'll drive to the right block, put it off the back iron and good. 51-44. The Titans trying to fight their way back into this thing with 2:43 to play. Top of the key. Drive from Havens to Nolan Hogue. Off the back iron and in. The lead back up to 9 for Macomb. 53-44. Elliott Rogers. Top of the key. Back out left corner to Rexroth. Rexroth ahead in the lane to Lars Bergen. No foul. Out of bounds. Stays with Monmouth. Nick Elby back in there for Isaac Lineball with 2:14 left in the ball game. 53-44 Bombers. Clay Castile on the inbound. In the lane, floater missed it from Bergen. Bombers will switch up here. Jeremy Anderson saying relax a little bit. 2 minutes to go here. 53-44, Macomb in front by 9. Left corner is Havens. Back out to Watson to the top of the key. 1:47 to go in the ball game. Corner is Hogue. Back out Carter Havens. Havens to Kellen Martin at the top of the key, and there's a foul. That will be Clay Castile, his second. Team second as well. And it'll be Bomber basketball in front of the Macomb bench. And another foul there. That Elliott Rogers, his third. Team third as well, so 2 more until we're shooting. Full timeout. Chuck Grant and the Monmouth-Roseville Titans will pause for one as well. 53-44. 1:39 left in the ballgame. After this on the Bomber Sports Network.
Every McDonough District Hospital sports medicine and rehabilitation patient receives one-on-one appointment times with a licensed staff member. They develop a personalized recovery and treatment plan to turn your setback into a comeback. We offer physical and occupational therapy, vestibular rehabilitation, speech-language pathology, cardiac and pulmonary rehabilitation, dry needling, and pelvic floor therapy. MDH, your community physical therapy partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time.
This is Brian Barnhart, voice of the University of Illinois Fighting Illini, and you're watching the Bombers Sports Network.
1:39 to play in the contest here. Macomb leads at 53-44. Chuck Grant has 1 timeout left for the evening. Macomb's got 4 of them. Bomber basketball out of bounds in the cross court, and there's going to be the 4th foul, team foul-wise. Rogan Rexroth, his 3rd personal, team 4th, so 1 away still for shooting free throws. Kellen Martin to inbound to Havens, and Rexroth will pick up his 4th. So Carter Havens will be the shooter here. 7 points on the night for Havens. 1:35 left in the ballgame. First one up, no problem, nothing but net, and the lead goes to double digits. 54-44. The second one up, got it. 55-44. .135 left in the ball game. Across the shield for Clay Castile. Right corner is Lars Bergen. He'll drive to the basket, put it up and in. .55-46. What do we got? A timeout called from Jeremy Anderson. Going to be, let's see if it's going to be a full or a 30. It's got to be a full. So we'll pause for another break. 55-46 after this on the Bomber Sports Network.
Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by
Protect what matters most with Pumo Insurance Agency. Serving Macomb since 1953, they offer auto, home, commercial, and even farm coverage. Visit them at 19 Eastside Square or call 309-833-4194. Pumo Insurance. Experience you can count on.
At Bedwell Tree Service, they take pride in their long-time roots in McDonough County. Serving Western Illinois, they offered expert tree care with competitive fees and outstanding results. Trust the local team with a stellar reputation. Bedwell Tree Service, your leading Macomb tree care provider.
You're watching Macomb Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network.
Back in Monmouth at the Shoebox, can let you know that girls wrestling, Macomb High School girls wrestling, brought home a 3rd, 4th, and 6th place finish today from the Canton Little Giant invite. So congratulations to them. Couple of weeks until their postseason. So out of bounds here for Macomb. In the backcourt, Drew Watson ahead to Kellen Martin. Bombers to line ball in the front court. Foul there, and that'll be on Elliott Rogers, his 4th. And we will get some free throws. So line ball to shoot 2. And Macomb in the bonus the rest of the way. 1:12 in the ballgame. The first one up, good. Lead back to 10. Second one on the way, missed it off the back iron, no good. Rebound Titans. Nick Houston to bring it up. 1:03 to go, and it's tipped. Foul against Macomb. Be Isaac Linebaugh, his first, team 4th. And free throws coming for Elliott Rogers. 1:06 to play in the ball game. First one up, got it. 56-47. Second one is up, got them both. 56-48. 1:06 to play in the ball game. Drew Watson brings it up into the front court, gets out of it, and he's fouled. Clay Castile, his 3rd. And Watson will head to the free throw line. 18 points on the night for Watson. First one up, got it. 57-48. Second one on the way, missed it. Off the front of the rim, rebound Nick Houston. Houston ahead to Elliott Rogers. Rogers right corner. 3 ball on the way, no good. Tipped by Havens. Back up and a foul as Lars Bergen was going up for the basket. So he'll get free throws now. And that will be 5 team fouls against Macomb, and Monmouth-Roseville has entered the bonus the rest of the way as well. Kellen Martin's 3rd personal, Macomb's team 5th. First one up and no good for Lars Bergen. .53-3 left in the ball game. 57-48, Macomb in front. One more free throw for Bergen, missed it. Rebound Nolan Hogue. Bombers secure it here. Watson across the timeline with 47 seconds to play. Titans on the defensive end. Havens in the corner, and a foul called. Castile will pick up his 4th, and Havens will be the shooter. So 2 free throws from Carter Havens, 42-7 left in the ball game. The first one up, and he got it. 58-48. Second free throw on the way, good. 59-48. Havens 5 of 5 from the free throw line tonight. 37 seconds left. Tipped into the hands of Carter Havens. Ahead to Watson. 25 seconds left here. Out of 20. And Chuck Grant is going to wave the white flag. Macomb is going to walk out of the shoebox with bragging rights with a 59-48 victory over the Monmouth-Roseville Titans. Nice win on the road for Jeremy Anderson's squad to turn the tables on the Titans of Monmouth-Roseville from their last visit here in 2025. On Macomb, fight on, as we head to the Sports Corner at 124 postgame report after these messages on the Bombers Sports Network from Learfield.
Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by.
Looking for fitness, family fun, and community all in one place? The YMCA of McDonough County has it all. Swim, play, wellness for all ages. Visit 1400 East Calhoun Street or call them at 309-833-2129 to learn about membership information. Are you searching for a ride at the right price? Ron Elby Auto Sales in Macomb has quality used cars, trucks, and SUVs, and even bad boy mowers. Visit them at 1525 East Jackson Street or call 309-836-3523. Ron Elby Auto Sales of Macomb.
Isaac Lineball going to join us here on our post-game report very quickly here, and a nice win for you guys to get back into the win column, and it's a tough place to play here.
Yeah, for sure. This is one of the hardest places we play at, and we didn't handle the intensity in the first half, but we came out in the second half intense and fired up.
You go for 7 down the stretch there. That's a really nice performance from you guys. And you'll see these guys again, so you know it's going to be a tough matchup in the second game in the middle of February, but these type of games prepare you for the postseason pretty well.
Oh, yeah, for sure. These games are great for us. And we see them later, last home game of the season, and it's going to be another test just like this one was.
3 games again next week, Illini West, Canton, couple of rematches there, and then at Kewaunee on Saturday, so a little bit of March Madness again next week.
Yeah, and they're all really good teams, so we're going to have to prepare well and do what we do best and play our defense.
Very good. Congratulations, sir. A 59-48 win, and we'll let you go celebrate.
Thank you.
Very good. Isaac Lineball joining us first on our Sports Corner at 124 post-game report. We'll take another quick break, back with halftime or final numbers and more. Jeremy Anderson will join us as well after this on the Bomber Sports Network.
Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by.
Looking for fitness, family fun, and community all in one place? The YMCA of McDonough County has it all. Swim, play, wellness for all ages. Visit 1400 East Calhoun Street or call them at 309-833-2129 to learn about membership information. Are you searching for a ride at the right price? Ron Elby Auto Sales in Macomb has quality used cars, trucks, and SUVs, and even bad boy mowers. Visit them at 1525 East Jackson Street or call 309-836-3523. Ron Elby Auto Sales of Macomb.
You're in good hands with Macomb Allstate agent Stacy Foxall. For a free insurance review, call Allstate agent Stacy Foxall at 309-837-3233 today. At Bedwell Tree Service, they take pride in their longtime roots in McDonough County. Serving Western Illinois, they offered expert tree care with competitive fees and outstanding results. Trust the local team with a stellar reputation. Bedwell Tree Service, your leading Macomb tree care provider.
Tee off at Hurry Masato Golf Course, WIU's scenic public 18-hole gym in the Lemoyne River Valley. Play a challenging, gorgeous round today. Stop by 1215 Tower Road or call them at 309-298-3676 to book your tee time today.
At McMillan, Henning Fint, and DeJody Law Firm, they put your needs first. Their experienced attorneys in Macomb are here to fight for you. Trust in their dedication because your case deserves the best. McMillan, Henning Fint, and DeJody, your community, your law firm in Macomb.
We return on our post-game report presented by Sports Corner at 124, and good to have you with us here. Game night doesn't end at the buzzer. At Sports Corner at 124 in downtown Macomb, you can enjoy great food, cold drinks, and wall-to-wall sports coverage in a relaxed setting. If you're stopping by after the game or settling in to watch what's next, Sports Corner at 124 is a convenient place to keep the night going. Sports Corner at 124 Northside Square in downtown Macomb. Final numbers here for you on our post-game report for the Macomb Bombers. Nolan Hogue with 7 tonight, 5 from Nick Elby, 7 from Isaac Lineball, including 11 from Carter Havens, 4 tonight from Cooper Hobson, and 6 for Kellen Martin. For the hometown Monmouth-Roseville Titans, 6 for Clay Castile, Lars Bergen, the leading scorer, with 15, 2 points there, as well as 5 from Rexroth, 2 from Carlson, and 9 from Nick Houston. Macomb head coach Jeremy Anderson has lost him. He was starting to make his way up here. He's getting some final things done at the bench there. But Monmouth-Roseville and Macomb, part 1 of 2 is in the books, and Macomb able to win it by a score of 59-48. Let coach squeeze in here across the way. Turn this around really quick. Get coach in here and get you turned up. Well, coach, we knew coming into this thing it would be, an exciting matchup for us, and really that game was Macomb and Monmouth-Roseville in a nutshell. It was a battle to the very end tonight.
It never disappoints, Justice. It never disappoints. We've had this conversation, here and there, and we've came into this game with teams that were 2-3 loss teams headed for number 1 seed status, or coaches brought teams to Macomb with similar records, and the other one of us was struggling, and it doesn't make any difference. The records mean nothing. You throw all that out when Monmouth and Macomb play, and this was no different. I thought it was a really good competitive game for both teams. I think both teams learned a lot about their squads in different situations. Coach is playing shorthanded. A couple of guys that would be starters that didn't even play in this game. But they still, regardless of that, really caused us some matchup problems. And so we had to adjust at halftime our defensive matchups. And we did a lot better job there in the third quarter of playing intense, urgent defense, and I think that was a huge difference in the game.
Second half was huge for you guys. You're able to come out and put up 16 in that third quarter, down 1 at the break.
Right.
Probably a couple of guys probably feeling like you're down a little bit more than just 1.
Sure.
What do you go into the locker room and tell your guys at the break?
Well, we had to make those defensive adjustments. They were getting downhill on us way too much and then finding cutters to the basket because we were losing our man. And so we had to make an adjustment there and put Carter Havens on Lars to try to keep him from being able to drive it as best as he could. We needed to put some more pressure on their outside guys. I thought Isaac did a really nice job of that in the third quarter. And that kind of sparked us. We got a couple deflections, maybe got a couple baskets out of those deflections. And then just do a better job of maintaining your vision, right? Seeing man, seeing ball, not falling for one or the other too much so you can maintain good positioning. I thought we did a better job of that in the third quarter. Then we were fortunate enough that Houston got in foul trouble, so then we could go down inside and either force him to make a great play, force him to move out of the way, or we're going to get a basket. And actually we didn't get the buckets about 3 times that would have, I think, spread this game out. We got exactly what we wanted, where we wanted it, and the ball didn't go in the bucket. And our guys did a nice job executing that.
Next week doesn't get any easier with Illini West and Canton and Kewanee in there. Canton up first, followed by IDub on Friday and Kewanee on Saturday. I think maybe more than just those matchups, because the kids are going to be excited no matter what, to have those big games and whatnot. But I think the most exciting thing probably for you guys is to get back home and play in front of the great community of Macomb.
Yeah, that was definitely mentioned downstairs just a couple moments ago, and I think they're excited to get back home and play in front of their cronies. I'm sure we'll have a good crowd. I'll try to ramp up some enthusiasm throughout the day. Hey, come to the game. We haven't had a home game for so long. The guys are doing a really good job, and we need you to come out and support us. And it's going to be 2 really tough opponents, right? Yep. We've played them both before at the holiday tournament, but then obviously we played Illini West twice. And it's no easy task at all, but I think those are the types of teams the guys want to play, right? Yep. They want to play the best teams, and I think that brings out the best in our guys.
Get to go home and hopefully relax a little bit after this one.
Yeah.
Let's get your predictions here. Let's have a little fun here.
Sure.
Big game tomorrow, Bears and Rams. First up, I'll ask you for your pick there, and then the big game Monday night is Indiana and Miami for the College Football National Championship. So who do you got in those 2 games?
Well, I have to stay loyal to the people that are loyal to me. And I'm not personally necessarily a Bear fan, but a lot of family members are, right? And so I'm riding with the Bears. I hope they can do it. I hope they can continue to be very opportunistic. That I feel like they've been very, very opportunistic in the games that they've won. They've taken advantage of the opportunities the Packers gave them, right? They left the door open and the Bears ran right through it. So I'm sticking there. And then again, I got to be loyal to the people that are loyal to me. I wasn't a Big Ten graduate, but a lot of my family members were, and so I'll have to go with Indiana to win that national championship of the Big Ten team.
I say really exciting stuff as those two games will be pretty good stuff as we wrap up the weekend and then head into next week for 3 good ones. Look forward to seeing you on Tuesday night for the first home game in well over a month. And
first one this year, right?
Yeah, first one this year. Yeah, new year, and hopefully a good crowd. And I know that Coach Gersnich will be excited to bring his kids, and then as Coach Kimmel there as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm looking forward to those games and just to compete with the best teams, and I know our guys will too. And we'll try to work on a plan this weekend and be ready to get back after it.
All right, very good.
Thanks, man.
Coach, thanks for coming up. Appreciate it. That's Macomb head coach Jeremy Anderson on our Sports Corner at 124 post-game report. Final score of this one presented by Clugs and Tibbetts Funeral Home. Macomb 59, Monmouth-Roseville 48. This broadcast has been an exclusive presentation of Bomber Sports Network under the broadcasting rights for the private use of our audience. Any other use of the broadcast without the express written consent of Bomber Sports Network prohibited. Our sports director, Justice Keene. Rich Fowler handling station engineer duties as well as camera work tonight. Live from the shoebox, Macomb wins it. Part 1 of 2 of the Battle of US-67, 59-48. Until Tuesday, Macomb and Canton at the hangar. Good night from the shoebox. Bombers win it, 59-48. Good night from Monmouth.